Carol asked, how can we use registration fees for preschool, and should I waive the registration fee to get people to sign up? I love this question. One of the things I was so excited about my preschool in the beginning was registration fees, because I had realized, oh my goodness, other places like soccer camps and dance classes and taekwondo, they all have a registration fee. And could I charge a registration fee? And I looked around, and sure enough, other preschools were charging registration fees too. And I was like, this is amazing. This is extra money outside of tuition, and I get it every single year when they re-enroll. This is the best. So every year when they enroll, I actually use the majority of that tuition to invest back into the preschool. So I invest in new furniture, new curriculum, materials, teachers training, the building, making sure that the space looks nice. And I reinvest it back in my preschool, because as I do that, I feel confident when I increase tuition fees every 2 years that I'll be able to continue giving value to my preschool families and to the students by continually reinvesting. So that's a great way for you to be able to just kind of pocket those fees and just say, you know what? If I want to continue to buy more curriculum and have exciting things with the kids, I can use that money over there to do it. And I say that you always get your registration fees in March, because when you're doing re-enrollment, that's when I encourage you to do your enrollment, is in March for the following school year. Now, how about those registration fees? How much should you charge? Should you waive them so that people can sign up? Registration fees are different depending on the area that you're in. I've seen registration fees as low as $50 all the way up to $150, even $200. Above $200 though, I feel like that's probably not a thing for the preschools that we're doing. If you have a private school that's a K-12 or a pre-K up to 12 or a pre-K up to 6, and you have them full year, I totally get that there's maybe a higher registration fee on that. But the preschools that I generally teach about are the ones that are 2.5 to 3 hours. They're not full day programs, and they're 2, 3, or 5 day classes. So a $200 or above registration fee seems a little excessive in my opinion. Now, you could charge a registration fee and then still require kiddos to bring school supplies, or you could charge a registration fee and a school supply. I don't suggest doing either of those. Here's why. The way I always encourage my preschool parents to deliver and over-deliver is to offer more value than all the other preschools in your area. The best way to do that is to bundle up the registration fee with the supply fee. So it's literally just one fee, but you call it the registration fee. And then you always tell them that there's no cost for school supplies. They're actually included in your registration fee. So you don't do registration/supply fee. You say registration fee, and there's no school supply cost. The school supplies are free. Does that make sense? It's literally itty bitty wording, but it helps you deliver more value to your preschool parents. I'm actually going to call out one of my preschool all-stars and inner circle members, Rita Farina. She did an amazing thing. Do you guys know in August, when they have all the back to school specials in Walmart and Target, they have those kiosks where all of the school districts will put their elementary school supply shopping list, right? Well, she created a really cute school supply shopping list, super colorful. Everybody else's was black and white, so it drew the eye. And big bold letters, preschool and her preschool name and school supply list. And she listed some really cute school supplies. And then at the bottom, guess what she did? She said, surprise, you don't need to buy any school supplies for your preschooler. Bring them to our preschool where they'll get school supplies for free. Call us to reserve your spot and take a tour. And of course, she had her preschool information, like her class times and tuition rates and all that other good stuff that she needs to have on all of her flyer marketing. But what a great idea. She was able to get her marketing out for free in front of all of the other people's eyes who have children in the school district. It likely means they have a preschooler at home as well. So great tip there from Miss Rita. Hey, quick question. Are you ready to jump right in and get your preschool started? Oh my gosh, let's go. I would love to invite you to join our Preschool All-Stars. It's my exclusive membership community where you'll be surrounded by hundreds of preschool owners on the same journey as you, starting, running, and growing your preschools. Not to mention, I'm in there answering your questions and giving you support and cheerleading as well. well. It's the one place you want to be online. Now, also, when you join our Preschool All-Stars, you'll have access to our extensive library of done-for-you files, step-by-step videos, and all of my systems. That's right, you get access to those as a Preschool All-Star member. I can't wait for you to join us. Simply click the link in the description or go to preschoolallstars.com and we'll see you in there. Now, what are you waiting for? Let's go! Come join Preschool All-Stars today. Now, when I first started, I only charged $50 for my registration fee because that's what all the other preschools were doing, and I felt like, hey, I'm totally fine with that. My school tuition was higher than theirs, but I charged the same registration fee because I didn't want any barrier to entry, and I didn't feel like I needed any more, honestly. It was a good enough amount for me. Now, here's the kicker. For the next 10 years, I didn't raise my registration fee once, even though the other preschools in the area raised their registration fees up to about $75. Now, I did, of course, raise my tuition fees significantly every 2 years, like I encourage you to, because again, you're constantly reinvesting in your preschool, making yourself better, becoming a better preschool teacher, offering better curriculum, all those great things. But I kept my registration fee the same. You don't have to do that. It was just something I didn't really care to increase. It was one of those things that I knew they were going to come back to me regardless. I don't know. I probably should have raised it, so that's probably something you want to do every couple of years. I don't suggest raising your registration fee every 2 years, though. That is too much. Only your tuition fees every 2 years. With your registration fees, some people are wondering, should I actually waive the registration fee just to get people to sign up? Like, well, if I say it's a $50 registration fee or a $100 registration, but get free registration when you sign up by the next 2 weeks or whatever your deadline is, right? No! Don't do it. Here's why, guys. That registration fee is actually money out of their pocket. It's non-refundable. They are securing their spot in your preschool. What is to stop them from signing up in your preschool and then 3 months later being like, we chose something else, or we chose a different preschool, or we went a different direction, or we're not going to do it, and then you just lose their spot? There has to be some barrier to them pulling out of your preschool. Of course, they can still withdraw, not a big deal, but there has to be some skin in the game on their part to lock in their spot. That's what they're doing. They're locking in their spot literally with money, okay? So don't waive the registration fee at all. Now, I will do a 50% off registration fee when I need to get spots filled fast. Times like that would be the 2 weeks before preschool's supposed to start, right? So I'll do normal registration fee from January on, and I don't waive those registration fees. I don't even discount them because they're getting my premium spots. They're getting their very first time of like, oh my gosh, like, do you have a spot in this class? Yes, 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 and boom, they're getting their preferred spots. I'm not like discounting that registration fee at all. They're paying for that ability to get their very best spot that they want. But as we start getting into right by the time that school is ready to start, I want those spots filled. And I will do whatever promotion I need to fill the spot, because guess what happens? If you have a spot that is open August, September, October, every single month that goes on, you're losing money, literally, guys. You could be making money, but you're now losing it. So if I have a class of 12 of spots and I only have 6 of them filled, I'm literally losing $600 or $900 or however much total those chunks are for those spots. And wouldn't I rather just give away some of that money originally for a half off registration fee so that I got the spots filled quickly? Anytime you can add urgency and scarcity, okay, to your offer, which is like 50% off, that gives them a deadline when if you want to use this coupon, if you want to use 50% off, you have 5 days to do it, or you have 1 week to do it. I only do that at time-sensitive times when I'm trying to fill a class really quick right before the time that it would start. Another of my friends has done her discount, Anita. She did her discount right before the January class, which was perfect because she needed kiddos in that new January class, and so she was able to discount the registration fee for that very first week or two before the class started in January. So yes, I think that's a great time. I recommend doing a summer camp with the same times and tuition as your preschool classes. And so the 2-month summer camp, what I do for registration fees is I do a $20 per family registration because I want to encourage siblings to register. Now that's because I had a $50 registration fee, even though it should be up to about $75 now. If you have like a $100 preschool registration fee, probably think about a $30 to $35 summer camp fee. That should probably be in line. But how do you decide what you should charge for registration fees? You're going to want to research your competition. I'd love to know what you charge for your registration fees. And do you do promotions during the year to try to get signups for your preschool? Go ahead and post in the comments so I can find out more about your preschool. And as always, please comment, like, subscribe, and share so I can get you more of these videos in your hands.